Hello, beautiful ones. This is Lorelei from the Tightrope to 5D Music Reactions, where at the end of these reactions, I give you a special message about this incoming fifth dimensional consciousness. It's a historic shift that's never happened before on this planet, so I hope you stick around. Now, today, for our wonderful song, we have Vanny Vabiola, always great, singing My Way, and here we go. One of my favorites, by the way. I'm curious to see what she does with it. She's so young and so beautiful that this song I typically think of someone at the end of their life. Let's see how she does, though.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll set it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I'll travel each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way.
I always remark on how much she gets into a song and just feels it with every cell of her body. Let's just go back a little and see that. Oh my goodness. And by the way, comment, let me know, do you see what I'm talking about? Like she just, her face is so expressive that she is actually feeling this song. Let's go.
And every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I played each charted course, each careful step along the byway and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Yes, there were times I'm sure you knew when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all and I stood tall and did it my way.
Now, isn't that so fulfilling when she lets it rip? Isn't that so great? By the way, like this video if you're enjoying it, and later like hers because she's doing a great job. And subscribe! My goodness, if you like what I'm doing, go ahead and subscribe. But let's hear that again. Isn't it so fulfilling? I want you to comment. Do you feel that like yourself when somebody just lets it all go in their song? It's just so fulfilling. Let's go back a little because she did that. I want to hear the part where she makes that change into the into really belting it kind of thing. Here we go.
Yes, there were
Yeah, just about.
Yes, there were times I'm sure you knew when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all and I stood tall and did it my way. I've loved and cried.
She's doing a great job with this song, isn't she? Wow.
I've had my
Let's go back and hear that part where she starts that loved, I've laughed, I cried.
laughed and cried. I've had my fill,
Sorry.
my share of losing.
Let me go back again.
And did it my way. I've laughed and cried. I've had my fill, my share of losing. But now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, not me. I did it my way. Oh, what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has none to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who needs. The record shows I took the blows and did it
Beautiful. Let's rewind a little here, that build up again. By the way, those little glitchy things were not coming from me. They're coming from the video, so I apologize. Let's just hear that again, that ending.
the blows and not the words of one who needs. The record shows I took the blows and did it
My. Wonderful. Once again, wonderful from Vanny Vabiola. Wow. Oh my goodness. You know, she always knocks me out, this one, I'm telling you. Shoo. So she has such a great voice, and she can be very soft and soothing, and she can also just whoosh, let it all out there and take the whole stage, which she did in this song. Wow. Now, like, as far as this is such an inspiring song, right? Isn't it so inspiring? By the way, comment if you get the inspiration of this, because this is a perfect way to end one's life, so to speak. No regrets, no thinking back and wishing you'd done it some other way. No, this is how I did it. And this life was here for the living, and I did it. I did it as best I could. I enjoyed it. I had a great time. And there we go. Now, what else is next, right? That's a great way, a great attitude to end your life in. And by the way, in the cycle of reincarnation, that makes you not go into that whole cycle where you just get bopped into another life and another life and another life and another life because you feel bad, you regret, you have some strong emotion, attachment to something that went some different way or other. Not this guy. He's like, I did it. I passed. I'm moving on. And this is she did a great job. So on a scale of 1 being very third dimensional, fear, pain, suffering, and 10 being very fifth dimensional, love, joy, peace, bliss. Wow, this is pretty high up there. Like he's proud. He, whoever wrote it, right, is proud. She's like, yes, I'm content. I'm proud. I'm feeling good. I'm going with like a 9, and it's so uplifting. It's so inspiring. Just the way the thing is written, it makes you feel like you're rising, right? It's rising up. I've always loved this song, by the way. I love Frank Sinatra's version. I love Elvis's version. I'd like to sing it myself someday, but that's another story. But she did a great job. Awesome. And by the way, don't forget again to like this one and hers later on. It's in the notes. And if you want to know, by the way, a little bit about me, I have a video here on this channel, a little bit about me, and it directs you to a longer one, which tells you about what I call that forged in the fire journey of painful third dimensional experiences that I sometimes talk about. And also, I've created some things that you might get benefit out of, you might want to be involved in. And to find those, you can go to my description on YouTube and drop down to About Me on Patreon, and it's kind of all listed there. So I'm about to do my fifth dimensional message. I hope you're going to stick around for this fifth dimensional message, because this is historic. This has never been done before. It has never happened that an entire planet has shifted from third dimensional consciousness to fifth dimensional consciousness, including all of its inhabitants. Never happened before. Now, you have places where a person did it here and there, right? But no, it's never happened for an entire population of a planet. So this is an historic time. And I like to do, by the way, those tell you what's more third dimensional or fifth dimensional, that sort of scale, so you can decide what things do I want to listen to get me on that path, if you want to be on that path to 5D. Because music is a very powerful way to do that. It literally alters the very cells of your body. And I feel very uplifted now after hearing that song. So it's great. And there's no accidents, because my message today is, it is a best 5D practice to embrace gratitude. And I might give you a little bit of a song at the end too. By the way, I'd love for you to tell me, please stick around to hear that song and tell me, do you want to hear me sing now and again? I wouldn't take over the whole channel for any stretch of the imagination, but I might throw a song in here and there or put it on a different channel. Do you like what I'm doing singing wise, and do you want to hear that? So let me know. But let's talk about this best 5D practice, embrace gratitude. And you can kind of hear that in that song. Although he doesn't specifically say, I'm grateful for this life, you get a feeling of it. This person is very grateful for having had all those experiences and done all those things, and gets a kick out of it, right? That he just was who he was, and he did what he did, and like he had all of that, and it's a very grateful song. I would say that. It's a grateful song, it's a proud song, and we should be proud. We should be proud that we've accomplished what we've accomplished here, just living our lives through the sometimes horrible mess that third dimension is, with all the things you have to put up with, all the traumas and the things that stop you, and the things that get in your way, and the people that hurt us, and that the fact that we hurt other people and we feel bad about it, and this and that. All the crap you have to get through is something for you to feel proud of when you get to the end of your life. I hope anyone who does. But we're not ending our life going into fifth dimension. Let's be clear on that. We are just shifting and changing into a higher dimensional consciousness, and literally having the body come along and shift and change itself so we can do that. And so the gratitude is such a powerful upliftment. Gratitude is a huge upliftment of the spirit and the soul. You look around you and you say, wow, I have this fan here. I have this light. I have these headphones. I have this microphone. I have this camera, this video camera, all this stuff that helps me to do things and do what I love to do so that I can enjoy it and everything else. And that comes from God. It comes from the universe. I have food to eat. I have a roof over my head. We have a relatively cool house. We got a couple air conditioners, It gets a little hot and 100 degrees right now, but still, it's pretty good. I could sit here and make these videos. Besides that, the sun is shining. I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night. I got a garden, and everybody loves to look at my flowers and say how great they are. And I give away tomatoes all the time. I give away zucchini, I got that. I got my daughter's wedding coming up, and that's wonderful. And all kinds of things I'm buying and enjoying for that. It's just so much to be grateful for. We could literally sit here and make a list. If you really went about the business of doing it, you could make a list for days on end and never run out of things that you can be grateful for. Now, why though? It's not because, I want to be a good person, so I'll be grateful, right? No, that's not what we're talking about. But the thing about it is that we're talking about an upliftment of our frequency and our vibration. I've said that many times over. Certain music brings your vibration or frequency up, certain brings it down. Frequency and vibration, meaning how good you feel. Are you in those emotions of joy and peace and love and all of that? Now, gratitude, when we really feel it, naturally takes up the scale. That's a high vibration emotion. It's an emotion itself, and it's a very high vibration emotion. So your whole beingness comes up the scale when you feel that gratitude, which means we're getting closer and closer and closer to that fifth dimensional consciousness place when we feel that gratitude. So it's incredibly important that we look around us. Just stop a moment, right? And look around and say, wow, this is pretty cool. I'm happy I have this. Thank you. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God. Thank you, creator, that for all of this, just doing that once in a while. First of all, it's important for us to stop and take a breath in our crazy lives on this planet. Just stop and then stop and look around, right? And see what you can be grateful for. So I have a little bit of a song here that I'm going to bring to you, which is about feeling that gratitude, which is actually feeling that gratitude. So let me bring it up to the stage here. Now, this is a song most of you do know. I'm changing the words a little bit because of this word Lord, which some people sometimes use for God. I've stopped using it because this implies a subservience, whereas the divine creator of everything wants for us to know that we are our own sort of, we have our own free will. We have our own ability to do life as we wish. We don't have to be subservient to anyone. We are sovereign beings that are also a part of the great creator. So I changed that word a little bit. So I hope that that doesn't bother any of you. But here we go with this song that you all know. Beloved God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the worlds thy hands have made, I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my beloved God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, beloved God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. And we'll stop there. It's so hard not to sing the words that you know so well. But okay, that was my little ditty for you today. Okay, beloved ones, sending you that love, that joy, that fifth dimensional energy, that peace, that bliss, that wonder, that gratitude, that brotherhood, sending it all to you right now. Shoop. Namaste. I honor the God in you. How we love you, how we love you, how we love you, how we love